I am happy in the Spirit of the Lord. For God is a Cardinals fan.
And you know that now?
I am with him daily. What else you got? Bring it. Morning.
Good morning, Mary.
Just trying to find the proper day.
There it is. Somebody went and tagged it for me. Oh no, it's Fridays. Somebody tagged Saturdays. And Sundays. Practice.
I converse with God continually. In a letter in the book, the practice of the practice of the presence of God, Brother Lawrence writes, there is not in the world a kind of life more sweet and delightful than the continual conversation with God. Those who can only comprehend it who practice the experience can experience it. I am blessed in my continual connection with the divine. God is with me in every breath, every experience, every prayer. I practice awareness of my constant bond with God in all I do. Through this practice, I experience peace and contentment. I walk through life knowing that the presence of God goes before me, guiding and protecting me. I am blessed as I practice this sweet and delightful conversation with God. And from Scripture, put these things into practice. Devote yourself to them. Timothy 1:4-15. And now we shall prepare ourselves for meditation. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory Relax in the comfort and the support of the chair that holds you. Breathe in fresh, sweet spirit. Breathe out sweet spirit. Focus your attention on your heart. And in this moment, proclaim, I am that I am. I am the thought of love. I am the experience of fun and bliss. I am filled with the wisdom of the ages. I am that I am. I am the experience of peace and giving. I am the wholeness of abundance. This is the conversation that I share with God, moment by moment. I know I am that I am. And we take this moment to just be that I am. I am perfect health. I am abundant life. I am the fruit of all that is good. I am perfect, whole, and complete, just the way I am. And I give great thanks for my opportunity here to share my heart, to share my goodness with all. I am that I am. Namaste. Breathe in love. Breathe out love. Breathe in love. Only love. Breathe in love. Breathe out love. Breathe in love. Only love. Breathe in love. Breathe out love. Breathe in love. Only love.
Michael Kendall Harris is joining us again after a bit of a reprieve. He's been a busy young man, but he's back today, and I'll let him announce his song, Michael Kendall Harris. Let's give him our love.
All right. Well, it's okay. Yeah.
The one on the right is the gas, Michael.
Okay. That's good to know. Because I'm an excellent driver.
We've heard.
Slow on the drive. No, so I asked Troy what the theme was. They said one of them was thanks, and music's always been one of the few things I've been good at. And so I,
Excellent.
well, I'm certainly not good at telling jokes, you know.
Yes, you are.
But oh, thank you. But when I heard this song, I just fell in love with it. It's a thing by ABBA called "Thank You for the Music." I'm nothing special. In fact, I'm a bit of a bore. If I tell a joke, you've probably heard it before. But I have a talent, a wonderful thing, 'cause everyone listens when I start to sing. I'm so grateful and proud. All I want is to sing it out loud. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. Mother says I was a dancer before I could walk. She says I began to sing long before I could talk. I've often wondered, how did it all start? Who found out that nothing could capture a heart like a melody can? Well, whoever it was, I'm a fan. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. I've been so lucky, I am the boy with golden hair. I want to sing it out to everybody. What a joy, what a chance, what a life. Thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. It's, I have to agree. I'm ever so thankful for music, and I'm thankful for your wonderful talent in sharing with us. And I have to say, he also has a wonderful sense of humor. So this morning, every Sunday, everybody who's involved in the service, we have a pray-in. And so we had begun our pray-in when Michael walks in with Troy, and he's being his usual joyful self, and he's talking away, and someone goes, shh. And what does he say? Oh, I'm sorry, you are on my blind side. And he always has a wonderful joke to tell. So I love your sense of humor. Thank you, Michael. So we have two themes going on in the month of February. February, where'd that come from?
Easy does. Oh, easy does.
Valentine's Day.
November. And so, of course, it's the month of Thanksgiving, and so we celebrate with gratitude, but also with the 12 powers of man that Charles Fillmore gave us, okay, channeled, I would say. One of the powers, and the one that we work on this month, is called renunciation, or we renounce, or eliminate, or release what? What we don't want or need in our lives anymore. So that is today's theme. And as we get closer to Thanksgiving, then you'll hear about gratitude a lot more often. So renunciation is our ability to say no to what we don't want in our lives. What isn't working for us? And that's all we have to do, is say no and release it. And so most of us have had experiences with undesirable circumstances, right? Is there anybody who hasn't? Oh, I didn't think so. So in Unity, we talk about denials. Now, this isn't a denial where you stick your head in the sand and say nothing is happening. No, what we deny is the power that that circumstance has over us. So when we say it has no power over me, then what is in power if it's not the circumstance? Yeah, Lori? Love. Yeah, love. What? Love, and love equates to spirit or God, right? So what we get to do is we get to eliminate our error thinking. And when we eliminate our error thinking, then what that allows is an expansion into spirit. And that's exactly what we want. So I have a personal, and what we get to ask, so if we have an undesirable situation happening in our lives, then we get to ask ourselves a question. And that is, what may I strengthen in myself through this condition? What needs to grow? What needs to expand? So this is our opportunity. Now I'm going to describe something going on in my life. Actually, I have lots of circumstances that aren't particularly comfortable, but they are blessings, right? So I want you to hold in mind your circumstance that isn't comfortable, and it might be downright painful. And I want you to keep it as your example as we go through this message today. Are you willing to do that?
Yes.
Okay, so as many of you know, my friend Barbie and I have an investment property. And in August, we decided, wow, the interest rates are low and properties are selling like crazy, and this will be a wonderful opportunity to unload this property. And, because we had purchased it right when the housing market had taken a nosedive. And this is our very first project, you might say, into investment property. And we didn't know what the heck we were doing. And we had some bad tenants. But currently, we had some good tenants. Finally, at last, they were wonderful. They never called us for anything. And they always wrote their rent checks ahead of time. Who could ask for anything more? But anyway, nevertheless, we decide to unload the property. We list it, and the realtor is saying, oh, you can get this much for this piece of property. And we're going, really? Wow. We're all excited. We list with him. A week later, no offers, no even lookers. 2 weeks later, same thing, no lookers. He's saying, you need to bring it down by $20,000. What? The week after, you need to bring it down by another $10,000. What? And then we're going, and finally, let me see, from 260 down to 220. What is that? 40,000. He wanted us to bring it down by 40,000. We had stars in our eyes. Now we have tears. It's like, I'm going, no, no. So then we decide to re-rent it. And we go to a rental property service, and they're saying, oh, you can only get this much for it. Well, it was less than our mortgage payment. And we're going, oh no, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. So it just so happened that the weekend that we got all this bad news, the two of us were going to a silent retreat. And I took with me to this weekend silent retreat, 3 days, I think. It plagued me. I couldn't release it. And it's like, what do we do? We're in such trouble.
What do we do? And then through one of the exercises at the silent retreat, something happened. I shifted.
I'm the one who marked the page. So from the Daily Word, some races are not mine to run. Some projects are better accomplished by slowing down. I think that was a fit for us. It was like, we need to know what to do right now. Some answers come when I wait for inspiration rather than trying to force the solution. I pray to know what is mine to do, when to push, and when to allow. When I let go, I make room for God. I open myself to divine wisdom, guidance, ideas for success, insights, and inner peace. I make way for unlimited good to come through unexpected channels. Unexpected channels. I welcome abundant good as I let go and let God. So I let go. And Barbie did too. Because the two of us in fear What were we doing while we were both generating fear? Attracting more junk, right? Making more fear. So we both had the opportunity to release and let God. Oh my gosh, since that happened, you won't believe. You won't believe. We have had divine ideas. It's like, okay, what are our options? So we've looked at several things. We had a for sale sign and a for rent sign, both in that yard. And people driving down the street, I had ads too, but we got more calls from those signs. People calling and saying, is it for sale or is it for rent? And a new option presented itself. Lease to own? Oh, we'd never thought of that. And we decided, well, our wonderful tenants, they had moved out because they didn't want to show the home, while it was for sale. And so we were paid. We just paid the third month of the mortgage, okay? Yeah, this is month 3. And that hurts. Oh, that hurts. But we decide we're taking it, we're not going to list it. We're going to sell it ourselves, a lease to own. We don't know how to do that, but we're going to do it anyway. Let's paint the house. So I'll tell you what, the walls hadn't been painted for 20 years. They were called dingy monochromatic white. Every single room in this house was dingy white. Ooh, we painted the walls, brightened them up. Thank you, everybody who helped. This house looks bright and cheery, fresh, and people going in and they go, oh, I love this house. So many people are loving this house. So many people, it's like, woohoo! And one person, he said, we've had some good prospects. We really, really have. But here's the other thing about letting go and letting God. Do you ever have a vision of how you want the outcome to be? Yes. Are you ever attached to that vision of how you want the outcome to be? Well, we were too. There was this one guy, oh my gosh, he had put his house up for sale, and he loved this house, our house. He loved it. And he's going, as soon as I sell my house, I want to buy this house. Oh, we're all excited about it. Yeah. Sell your house. You can buy our house. Maybe you could. Yeah. Anyway. And then a woman comes along. And she makes several calls. Jim let her in. I never met her. Neither of us met her. And a good friend who lives next door had the key and let her in to look at the house. And she keeps calling me. I love the house, And I called her back, and we meet with her. And Barbie has all the good questions, all the good business questions, like, what's your credit score? Oh, it's really bad. Really, really bad. And she tells about how her husband is divorcing her, and she lives in the neighborhood, and she wants to stay in the neighborhood where all her friends are. She lives in this ward. She doesn't want to change her ward or church for anyone who doesn't have the LDS background. She can't quite afford the rent, but Barbie and I are really liking her. We make a really good connection with this woman, and she tells us about her daughters. It'll be for her and her 3 daughters, and the oldest daughter, actually, who's 24, works and will make up the balance of what she can't pay. And she wants to rebuild her credit score, and her bishop is helping her make a budget and learn about finances because her husband has always done that job. And so she's on this steep learning curve of how to live as a single mom in this world and take care of finances and all that sort of thing. And Barbie and I are going, oh, we so want to help you. So Barbie, she gave us the application, and we've started to make the calls. And everybody that we speak to says, she is such a fine, wonderful person. And she will make good come hell or high water. And Barbie and I are going, whoa, this is who we want. You know, we want to help this woman. She's not looking like what we had hoped for, what our expectation had been. But here's how she does look like. So I forgot to mention, during all this, Larry and I were teaching a class called the Money Keys. And in part of the class, we spent the last 30 minutes with everybody visualizing what the end result of what they wanted. And so I would visualize that, and my declaration was that the right and perfect family would move into this home and they would love it so much that it didn't matter what their value, they valued it so highly that we could sell it for what we thought was a fair market price, not $40,000 below. And this is what I believe that we have with this woman. She loves it so much that we attracted her into this house. And so that's what Barbie and I did. We released our fear and instead focused on what we wanted. And it didn't quite, it wasn't a husband, wife with, a couple kids. No, it's a woman who's struggling. And we get to help her get back on her feet. And we are really, really thrilled to be able to do this. Now, so we're saying yes, yes, yes on her. Meanwhile, she calls us and she says, one of the problems with our house is it only has one full bath, 1.5 full bath. And it's a 4-bedroom. A lot of people didn't like that. And they wanted 2.5 baths. So anyway, she calls us and she says, would it bother you if my brother puts in another bathroom? He's a general contractor. And we're going, well, we can't afford it. And she says, no, he would do it because I live there. Okay. And she says, also, I noticed that there's a big crack in the living room ceiling, and somebody tried to patch it, but they haven't done a very good job. Can my brother, the general contractor, fix the crack in the ceiling? It's like, okay.
Life is good.
I tell you what, it's better. It's better. And she wants to do the lease to own. It'll probably take her 2 years to bring up her credit rating. We can lease to her for a couple years. We could do that. And then we can make a contract so that she can purchase the home. And that's what makes it worth it while for her to have her brother put in the bathroom. So it's like, who would have thunk? Whoever. I'm telling my story because I'm sure that you have your own personal circumstance going on. And I want you to let it go. If it's health, relationships, finances, someone else can be in charge if you will let it go. And I'm inviting you to do that and let God handle it, because God will handle it in a way that you can't even dream of. Now, it doesn't happen like that. As I said, this house has been on the market for 3 months with Barb and I paying the rent, the mortgage rather, and that's a little bit of a hardship on us, granted. But in the end, it'll be even better for many, many, many reasons. Many reasons. It'll be worth it. So, also from the Daily Word, divine order. I trust in the orderly unfolding of my life. If an unsettling experience occurs, I turn inward in search for answers. Calmly and confidently, I become still and focus on my breathing and heartbeat. With each steady breath and orderly heartbeat, I become aware of divine order in me. As I identify this natural expression of order in my body, I recognize the divine order underlies all of life as a solid foundation. I am in the oneness and presence of God. In this loving presence, I experience peace. Peace. I ask for and receive wisdom and understanding. I see the events of my life are unfolding in perfect order. My path and purpose are clear. Divine order manifests in my life with ease and grace. And the scripture is, everything created by God is good, and nothing is to be rejected, provided it is received with thanksgiving. So whatever your circumstance, give thanks for the opportunity. Just as Barbie and I have gotten to build faith during this process. I don't know, I can't speak for Barbie. Just as I've had the opportunity to build faith. Think of what character you get to build in your circumstance and give thanks for the blessing. Namaste.
Now's our time of receiving and giving. Notice how I changed that up. As we believe, we receive. Keep that in your heart as you take this moment to prepare your gift. And join with me on your bulletin. We have a phrase that we say. And place your gift to your heart. Divine love flows through me now. It blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. As I open my hands to give, I open my heart to receive. Thank you, God.
I never had any children of my own. People tell me I would need to grow up first before I might ever do that. But this one, really a neat thing. It's called Thank God for Kids. If it weren't for kids, have you ever thought there wouldn't be no Santa Claus? Look what the stork just brought, thank God for kids. And we'd all live in a quiet house without Big Bird or Mickey Mouse. Kool-Aid on the couch, thank God for kids. Thank God for kids, there's magic for a while. A special kind of sunshine and a smile. Did you ever stop to think, I wonder why? The nearest thing to heaven is a child. Daddy, how does this thing fly? And 100 other wheres and whys. I really don't know, but I try, thank God for kids. When I look down in those trusting eyes, they look to me, I realize there's love that I can't buy, thank God for kids. Thank God for kids, there's magic for a while. A special kind of sunshine and a smile. Did you ever stop to think, I wonder why? The nearest thing to heaven is a child. When you get down on your knees tonight and thank the Lord for His guiding light, pray they turn out right, thank God for kids. Thank God for kids. Thank you.
In this moment, we give great thanks for these wonderful, wonderful, abundant gifts that bless us now. We see them as bless and multiply as they help the growth of unity of Salt Lake. And that growth goes out to the community from within here and touches everyone everywhere. And we say thank you, thank you, thank you.
We have a few announcements today.
Cards win!
Oh,
I'm in the future, I'm sorry.
future. Yeah, come back to present. I think that's what it is.
You project.
Yeah. So anyway, Polly, can we have you come up? Yeah, you. Come on up.
I get to give you a blessing.
We have a prayer team. Could we have them, everybody that's on the prayer team stand? I'm on that team, Larry and Polly. Polly has been the leader of our team for, gosh, I don't know, a couple of years now. She's been released as the leader. We have a new person stepping up. John Wainsgard's going to be a new leader of our prayer team. So in the month of November, of course, it's release. That's all you had to wait for was November. Thank you, Polly. Thank you. So, are you still going to be on the prayer team, though?
Sure.
So you're not totally released, just not the leader anymore, which is cool. So our prayer team is available for prayer immediately after service. There's also a request form in your bulletin. That prayer will be sent in by the leader, our new leader, to the Unity Association, and it will be prayed about by them for a month, as well as our own team will pray on it for a month. So take an opportunity to fill out a form and put it in the box on the back table. This is a season for really giving to the food bank. Larry, you just recently took food in. How did they respond to that?
Lovingly.
They do. They always do.
They're always-
It's always greatly appreciated, and especially this time of year, there's a great need for it. So non-perishable food items. There's always a barrel in the back in the kitchen there.
They said send more beer.
Send more beer. I'm sure that's what they said. Probably when you drove out. Oh, Larry's here. He brought some. So yeah, non-perishable food items. It's a great service that Unity of Salt Lake's done for years and years and years. So let's just continue to fill that barrel and provide for the food bank. In our efforts to be green, we recycle and reuse our bulletin. If you don't have a strong desire to take it home, recycle it, or we'll reuse it, put it in the basket in the back there. So Gary's back this week, so we will have the daily word this week.
Yes.
All right. So are you taking names, or Irene?
No, they
already taken
have
care
Already
they
taken
have
care
their
of. So
stuff. So I already have our volunteers.
we already got our volunteers for the daily word.
In the last 2 weeks, we raised 6 new likes.
6 new likes.
On
So
our Facebook
our
page.
social media is really expanding and getting our name out there and our message out there. So and what's that? The YouTube connection is Unity Spiritual.
Yeah, Unity Spiritual.
Unity Spiritual on YouTube, and you can connect to those daily words,
Or just
or you can
look for Daily Word
or just search daily word,
because you'll find us.
and you'll find us
We are #1 for the Daily Word on YouTube in the world.
in the world, right here. Unity of Salt Lake, #1 in the world. We always knew that. Now everybody knows. So we have another announcement. Dan's got a concert coming up, and heard him talking about it with Sandra earlier. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I got to get the dates right here. Friday, November the 29th. Dan himself will be, and it's all instrumental on the 29th. Am I getting that correct?
Let Dan tell
Yeah,
about
come
it.
on up, Dan. Don't be shy.
He's still learning how to play, so by the time the concert comes around, let's hope he knows how to play better.
Taking lessons from Linus.
This will be at the Rhodes Wagner Center for the Performing Arts, which is 130 West, 131 Broadway.
Right across from
138 West
Right across-
Broadway.
right across
Yeah, like I said, 138 West Broadway.
Make sure you get there.
Yeah, change.
It's on the flyer.
130 exclusive, 2 big nights. Oh, Friday night will be all instrumental, no vocal. It'll be some of it will be kind of off the edge. There's a few arrangements that I've done that if I play the arrangement, I'm really going to have to tell people what we just played because they won't get it. And then Saturday, so this is the 29th of this month, November 29th, 7:30 p.m. And then the 30th, again, 7:30 at the Rose Wagner at the Black Box Theater. We will have a little more traditional music. There will be a vocalist by the name of Melissa Pace Tanner that some of you have heard. She's a wonderful singer. And she will be doing a little more traditional things. And both evenings, I think, will be very enjoyable. So I hope to see some of you there.
And Sharon has tickets.
And Sharon has tickets.
She told me to say that. Sorry, Sharon. Tried, everybody. Sharon, stand up. Sharon has tickets available today, so you can purchase those today if you'd like. And flyers are available in the back. So, in the month of Thanks, we got our Thanksgiving dinner. Is that what you were going to get?
Just today.
Just-
Don't forget today's.
Just today. I got that too. So there are sign-up sheets in the back for stuff that you want to bring for our Thanksgiving dinner. Right there on the table. They're flashing it at me. So you can sign. Huh?
24th.
24th. The 24th will be our Thanksgiving dinner, and so invite your family, invite your friends. It's always a great time. It's always been one of my favorite things at Unity is the Thanksgiving dinner. So sign up at the back for what you want to bring, and then just bring your family and friends.
Where will it be held?
Right here,
Right after church.
right after service.
We'll provide the turkeys.
24th.
Now, and also, can I add, that's the Sunday we're going to have Herschel Bowling with Dan to get kind of a preview of the concert. So, it's going to be really
Music
sweet.
extraordinaire.
So,
Lots of things to be thankful for.
24th, be here.
The 24th. Today, after service, we're having a masterminding little process to assist people in breaking through some of the obstacles, maybe some of the challenges of really breaking through those things in their life that they want to accomplish. Did I phrase that properly? So,
Right through that circumstance I had you think about.
yeah. So if you got something in your life that you really need some clarity on, come join us, because we get a bunch of minds together. Maybe somebody will have the right and perfect idea for you to move forward. So that will happen immediately, or pretty much after service. What are we doing? 12 o'clock?
And how long is it?
Ish.
However long it takes, Larry. I would imagine probably an hour or so.
By 5 will be out.
Yeah. Sure. So, without any further ado,
I did have something.
you do. All right.
I got a call from LaDonna on Friday, and she informed me that she was on her way to British Columbia to say goodbye to Russ Manuel, that he was in his final moments. So if we would just pause for a moment and remember those moments with Russ. He touched all of us very deeply, profoundly, lovingly, graciously, joyfully. And I want to personally thank Russ for being part of my life and bringing such wonderful gifts that he did. Thank you, Russ.
So without any further ado, let's welcome in our children.
Circle up, everyone, and join hands.
I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you and me in our darkest hours to show us how to live, to teach us how to give, to guide us with the light of love. I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you and me in our darkest hours to show us how to live and teach us how to give, guide us with the light of love, to guide us with the light of
So we give thanks, knowing the light of
God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us, the joy of God lasts through us, the abundance of God is us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you, God.
Weave us together. Weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together. Weave us together, together in love. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our center, family all we. Yes, I walk with my family in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. Right now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous heart. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.
Have a great week, everybody. God bless you, everyone.
May peace be with you this day and always.
Look good.
I remember you years ago, Laura Schreier. Yes, the eyes. We drove right next to you, nice to meet you. So you walked it out. Marty back to ice cream. I remember them. Oh, I just Twice a bill at their house. Remember John? Yeah, they saw them and took flippers. They moved to Montana. They're going to do mastermind after. Hi, I'm Sandra Melbon. So when I say they were asking if I could drop it off around our taxpayer house, I will find somebody. Okay, so you can listen to